Hi, I'm gonna show you now how to create a binder. Okay, so if you purchased a kit from me, you would have three pieces like this, which is 7 by 7 chipboard, two pieces, and one which is 1.5 by 7 chipboard piece. Okay, and you would have lightweight cardstock. I'm using something a thin paper which I had. You have square lightweight cardstock. What you will have to do is you will have to first glue them in piece together at the side. So I'll show you which one you have. You have a cardstock which is like this. This is a lightweight one. Just place one above the other and glue it. Okay, here a little bit in the above the other and just glue it in a straight line so that you can place the three chipboards with it. Okay, so I'll wait for you till the time you glue. Meanwhile, I'm arranging my paper. Okay, it is rolled right now, so I'm gonna make it simpler. You can glue meanwhile. You can glue your pages. Okay. So this is my thinner base which I'm going to use to attach the chipboards. Okay, as a binder. So I'm just placing them straight. Okay, ensure that they are placed in a straight line and little bit away. Okay, 1/8 of an inch, not too much because the page can tear off. So little bit away from each other. So when we paste these chipboards, we're going to paste them like this. I'm leaving little extra space for it to turn around and I'm going to cut it from this side. Okay, so this is how I'm placing, and I'm going to apply glue now over the chipboards and just paste them. That's it. You can do it along with me. Applying glue over the chipboards and just place it. If you don't have the chipboards with you, you can use two thicker cardstocks and paste them one over the other, and you can score the centers. I will give you instructions for those as well. Or any of a cardboard which you get in a stationery shop would also do. That would be a good start. I'm just placing it horizontally. Yeah, if you want you can use a scale. Okay, I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so you can use a ruler and just ensure that they are in one line. Yeah, then leaving 1/8 of an inch, very small space. You have to leave that space, okay, because otherwise it will not turn. So to make sure that your cardboard turns well, you have to leave that space. Yeah, otherwise it will not turn easily. So this I'm leaving a space and I'm placing it with the ruler. Okay, and I have just pasted on the center. Similarly, I'm going to do with the third one. Oops, did I drop some glue? Okay. So leaving 1/8 of an inch space, and being in line with my ruler, I am pasting the third one like this. Press it. This space you have to leave, okay? You should be able to put a little bit of your thumb till down, not full, not too much, okay? Just 1/8 of a space, 1/8 of a space. When we say 1/8 in an inch scale, okay, when you see 1/8, this is this one, the first line between these two, huh? The first line, leave that, and on the second line, that much is the space you're supposed to leave. Like this is a very thin ruler, it can go between like this. Yeah, my ruler can go between, that much space you have to leave. Now massage the ends, okay? And since it is a thin paper, don't press too hard, it will tear off. Please don't press too hard, just press it with your fingers towards the end. We have to cut the sides, okay? I don't want you to cut too much till the end, okay? Leave a little, 1/8 of an inch in the side and cut it diagonally. I'm leaving 1/8 of an inch on the side, okay? Same way this side also, I am leaving 1/8 of an inch and cutting it from the sides. If you've done an exercise where we used to wrap around our school books in brown paper, this is that one you have to do, okay? I remember it, it's quite nostalgic for me because we used to do it in the month of June. It was very exciting moment for us. Now I'm applying glue here, okay? On the bottom, and since we've already massaged it, I'm just gluing it, pressing it properly, securing it nicely and gluing it well. Similarly, I'm applying glue on the top edge, okay? For a nice glue you have to apply and then press it nicely, secure it well, yeah, like that. If you feel you have done it nicely, massage the other two ends with your finger, bring them up so that we can apply glue here, okay? Just be careful with the sides, yeah, round them nicely. And applying glue again, and I'm not sure if I'm in the camera. Okay, I'm in the camera. Yeah. Round the edges. See if it comes out now. Just clean it with a tissue paper. Like this. Now one more reinforcement step I'm gonna do here. You can bring out your cello tape if you don't have a tape which is like this. I'll show you. this is a tape which normally painters use. Okay, you get it very easily in craft shop or in a hardware shop. It is called as what it is, masking tape. Yeah, okay, sorry. So this is masking tape. You can use this. I'm not gonna use this. I'm gonna use a tape which I bought it from some store, and it was just lying down. It is similar to your cello tape. Okay, so no need to bother that you don't have. I just want to finish this tape, so I use it as a one more reinforcement step towards my binder. Okay, so I'm gonna use this tape and place it here and go straight down and cut it. This is just to ensure that my binder doesn't come off. Similarly, I'm going to do it on the other side as well. You can use your cello tape, please feel free. That's the same step. And another reinforcement we are going to do over this, I'll tell you that as well. If you've done with this, you have to press it with a ruler. Okay, take a ruler, press it, see it is going properly, and your binder is ready. Okay, now one more step, we're going to place a thin strip of lightweight cardstock here and then two lightweight cardstocks here.